It's time now for Education Matters. On average, at least one child in every classroom in the United States needs help for ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. What is the best way to treat these children? In the largest federally funded trial ever looking at childhood mental health, the leading treatments were tested and compared.
Okay. Which one would you like then?
Yeah. 8-year-old John Blackenhorn was expelled from 2 schools because of his inability to concentrate and impulsive behavior. He has ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. 3 years ago, John was prescribed the stimulant drug Ritalin, but his parents said it wasn't enough. So they sought out psychosocial therapy, not just for him, but to improve their parenting skills. John was also enrolled in a school for children with learning disabilities.
The school really is a form of behavioral therapy, and he has made dramatic improvements.
Combining therapies appears to offer children the best chance for success, according to a new landmark study. Almost 600 children between the ages of 7 and 9 were assigned to one of 4 treatment groups and followed for 14 months. One group received medication, the second intensive behavioral therapy, including parent training, school consultation, and a summer treatment program. The third got both medication and behavioral therapy. A 4th group received whatever routine services were offered in their community.
There was more improvement for the symptoms of ADHD in the combination and the medication group.
After 14 months, parents and teachers said 2/3 of children no longer showed signs of ADHD in the combination therapy group. More than half showed strong improvement with medication alone. Less than 1/3 showed substantial improvement in behavioral therapy alone and in routine community treatment.
First, we saw the children monthly rather than every 4 or 6 months after the very intensive first month of finding the right dosage.
The researchers say their findings were consistent in all 6 sites examined across the United States and Canada. For more education stories, you can visit our website at tv7-4.com. That's all for today's Education Matters. Adam?
When you see these beauties, what springs to mind? We'll show you what's got folks thinking spring.
And the Tigers once again on the loose on the PGA Tour. We'll explain next in the Sports Minute.
Now we're into our first day of spring, and we've got some spring-like weather moving in. Stay tuned. We'll have all the details coming up next.
Seven and 4 weather is sponsored by Dodge. Different.
Hey, hello, Northern Michigan. You know, our mild weather is finally making it pretty much what the calendar says right now. We're into spring, and we're going to stay like that for the next few days anyway. Let's take a look at our satellite and radar and show you all the moisture that's moving in. We need it, and we need lots of it. In fact, we're going to see it for the next 12 to 18 hours in the form of rain. Let's take a look outside. That won't be the only thing we'll be dealing with. Also, foggy conditions. Dismal. We'll see winds light out of the east. We're going to see this type of weather here. And if you head up to the Upper Peninsula, you won't see much anything past 100 feet. That fog advisory is in effect for the western and I should say central portions of the Upper Peninsula. But the weather will be changing, and it'll be looking much better. Looking for a break in the weather farther back to the west, but as you look across the Great Lakes, lots of rain, lots of moisture and drizzle. This will continue all the way into tomorrow mid-morning. We'll see foggy conditions, temperatures down to about 37 degrees. We'll see a little bit of rain up until about noontime, then breaking up to dry conditions by the afternoon, and our temperatures warming 47 to possibly 50 degrees right now into the low 40s across the eastern UP as well as northeastern lower. Elsewhere, warming nicely to the mid to upper 40s. Light rain showers will continue for the morning, at least to the midday hours. Light rain and drizzle off and on farther to the south. Very foggy as well. Our overnight lows near 35 degrees across the eastern UP and Straits area. Again, fog will be a big problem. Visibility is down to near 0. However, farther to the south, we'll see the patches of fog continue. Our daytime highs 42 to 45 degrees, and for north and central lower Michigan, well, not too bad, 35 to 38 degrees across the viewing area. Light fog will continue, and our daytime highs warming up nicely into the mid to upper 40s with light rain. Stay tuned. Coming up on 7 and 4 News at 6, we're going to take another look at the foggy conditions over the next day, what your forecast will look like towards Thursday and Friday, and get ready for a great weekend.
In sports, a Tiger is back on the prowl on the PGA Tour. Our Vic McCarty joins us live from our Traverse City newsroom with more in the Sports Minute. Tiger.
Tiger.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh, well.
Yeah, and I'm so glad, Adam, you didn't mention anything about the NC2A tournament and the brackets.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm never talking about them again. My bracket is in shambles.
Obliterated.
Forget about it.
It's over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, yesterday in Florida, yes, indeedy, Tiger Woods is back in action. Now, this is just his 6th tournament of the season, and it results in his 3rd victory of the year. Yesterday, he picks up a 4-stroke lead, 4-stroke victory over Davis Love III. He never leads by fewer than 2 strokes yesterday, and now in 3 victories, he has won $2.5 million for the season, and they haven't even played the Masters yet. It's unbelievable, and Tiger is back to his old tricks. All right, let's talk about the NC2A tournament. Coming up in our 6 o'clock sportscast. All right, we'll show you the Sweet 16 brackets. But it's not pretty.
I'll tell you what, I have one Final Four team.
Yeah, it's not.
And everybody will be happy it's Michigan State.
Right, and the good news is Michigan State's still alive.
Still in
there
it,
you go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Talk to you later,
All right,
Vic.
When you have spring thoughts, do you think of birds chirping, kids playing, or getting out the old rollerblades? Or does your mind drift towards the nation's capital? That's right. In Washington, D.C., the sweet cherry blossoms have bloomed, and their wonderful scent can be smelled for miles around. They came out earlier than expected this year, so you better hurry if you want to see them in their full glory.
There's nothing like it. I've been there when they've come out, and it's absolutely gorgeous there.
I'm sure it's neat, but I have to admit, I think it would pale in comparison to our beautiful northern Michigan.
That is true. Thanks for joining us on 7 and 4 News at 5.
7 and 4 News at 6 is straight ahead.
We'll see you back here tomorrow at 5.
Bye-bye.